Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you guys my stalker experience and my stalker story that I recently just went through. I'm just going to jump right into it. This story is going to start back in October, around September, late September, early October of last year, when I decided to download this dating app off my phone. Which, just to start off, apps for dating are sketchy to begin with, and I would not recommend them. But my intentions wasn't to find like, oh, my husband or a new boyfriend like that. I was strictly just doing it out of boredom and to waste time, basically. And if I did meet somebody that was worth hanging out with, sure, but I definitely didn't have any other intentions, like any relationship or physical intentions or anything like that. But I decided to download this app. It's called OkCupid. Like I said, I definitely wouldn't recommend it. There was a lot of creepy guys on there. Starting off, you know, they automatically think you're a prostitute, gold digger, or just a simple hoe. Like straight up, this most of what guys was wanting anyway. And they was mentioning, oh, can we meet up for this? I'll offer you money. Sketchy. But I came across this one guy that was the complete opposite, which was kind of just as scary, because it's like maybe he's just crazy and just waiting to expose that craziness or something. But he seemed pretty normal. Me and him communicated for a few weeks on there, maybe like 2 weeks or so. Maybe, yeah, about 2 weeks. We communicated on there, and then we decided to exchange numbers. And at this point, he still wasn't creepy or anything. He wasn't using my number excessively. We was talking like every day, every other day, so it wasn't too bad. And we did eventually decide to meet up. And of course, if you are going to take this chance or this risk to meet up with somebody that you don't know or have never met in person, I would definitely say, if you're going to, make sure it's an extremely public place, like a bar, the movies, dinner, and definitely drive yourself there. Don't be like, oh, come pick me up in my apartment or house or whatever and take me. No, definitely take yourself, so they won't know where you live or anything like that, just in case they are crazy. And make sure it's in a public place. But we decided to go to the movies or something or whatever for some hangout. He still was normal. He was a really nice gentleman. He opened doors. Paid for everything. He was very polite. He had manners. He put out the chair, all that good stuff. Not the chair, because we went on other dates besides that one, but for the movie thing, he was pretty nice and normal and funny. You know, he seemed pretty cool. But at the end of the day, I still just wanted maybe just friends, nothing too serious. And we continued to talk after that, of course. And this continued on. We would hang out every other week, maybe every week on the weekend, like on a date, if you want to call it that. Like go to the movies, out to eat, hookah bar, stuff like that. You know, this is various places. And they started getting a little strange a few months into it. So around March or so, that's when I started to tell that maybe he was looking for something more than what I was offering, because at this point we still haven't did anything physical or anything like that. We were still just hanging out very casually, and you know, I thought it was on friendship level, because I wasn't attracted to him in any other way than that, which I didn't tell him that directly. Oh, I'm not attracted to you, but I definitely let it know the friendship thing, put him in the friend zone. And we continued to hang out, stuff like that. But I noticed, which was definitely a red flag, was if it took me too long to text back, or it was a long delay in the messages, he'll catch an attitude with me or freak out, like, oh, I would never make you wait that long to respond back to a text. Why is it taking you so long to text back to me, blah blah blah. And I was like really confused. It's like, doesn't matter, we're not in a relationship, I'm not your girl. I can take as long as I want to text you back if I want to. I don't even have to text you, period. That's what I was thinking in my head. It's like, why is he this mad at me for not texting back? Like, is it that serious? I'm busy. I do have a life, and you're not my main priority in my life because we're not together. There's no commitment, no nothing. Like, it's just, we kick it every now and then. And we would get arguments, like full-blown arguments about this. And then I would go like days without texting him. I was like, fine, I won't text you at all. Then if you have such a problem with me texting, I won't text you at all. And he would catch even more of an attitude with this, of course, and get more irritated with me. And instead of like letting me not text him for the few days, he would like blow my phone up constantly until I responded back to him, which I should have known that was a red flag. And this continuously happened because I'm a bad texter in general. Like with my family and friends, like it's usually always a delay. Like my mom can text me on a Tuesday and I respond back Friday. Like that's normal for me, which is pretty bad. But yeah, it's I wasn't gonna change that, and he didn't understand that. And also it was times where we would hang out and he would compare us to his friends in their relationships, stuff like that. Like, oh, my friend's girlfriend does this for him, or they did this and this, that together. They take trips together, and so on and so forth. It was like, we're not together, and your friend and his girlfriend are in a relationship. And I had to like explain it to him. It's like I could really tell he was getting irritated when I said stuff like that, or brought it to his attention that me and him wasn't together. So we're not going to have the same interaction that him and his friends' girlfriends have with, you know, because they're in relationships. Me and him wasn't. And when I brought it to his attention on different occasions, he would get mad at me. Or I can tell he's really irritated with the conversation. He'll switch topics. And that's when I started noticing that he really wanted more out of the situation than I wanted. Because I didn't want a relationship out of him. Or from him or whatever. Yeah, it was very awkward at times because I swear he would always like compare us, or he would always try or want to hold hands, stuff like that. And it's like, no. I never did that. And he would get more irritated, and I was like, it came to the point where it's like, okay, apparently he definitely wants something else. Even though I would have conversations with him like, you want more than I friend. And he'd be like, oh no, it's fine, I can deal with it, we can just be cool. He'll say that, and then if we meet in person, he'll try to hold hands or bring up his friends' relationships, and then get irritated at my responses or my actions when I didn't give into that. So I decided to cut him off completely. Like, I don't need to talk to him anymore, I don't need to text him anymore or hang out with him, anything, because apparently he was getting too attached and he wanted too much for me, and I felt like I was wasting his time and dragging it along because he didn't understand that I didn't want that. So the best thing I could do was just cut him off so he could find somebody that wanted the same thing he wanted, because it was not coming from me. And this was the most dramatic reaction I got out of him over the course of the few months I've known him. He definitely you know, I think I just did it over text message. I just texted him like, yeah, I don't think we should talk or hang out anymore. I'm kind of over it. I just need my space. And then he still tried extremely hard to keep me in his life or whatever. It was like, oh, I just give you your space. She just needs space. You know, it's all my... And he started blaming himself for it. And it's like, it's not your fault. It's just, I'm not interested. Like, straight up, I'm not interested. And then he kept being, I don't want to say whiny, but he really was like almost begged me at this point to not cut him off and stuff like that. He'll change, he'll do this is whatever, and that made it kind of more awkward. And I was trying to avoid hurting his feelings, stuff like that, so I kind of went with the latter. It's like, okay, I just need space, just need a few days to think about it, and whatever. The nicer version of me cutting him off, basically, because I still didn't want to talk to him after that, period. So I figured that maybe if I didn't talk to him, or we didn't talk for a few days, he'll just get over and move on to the next one, you know. And yeah, Not even 24 hours went by after that last message, and he continues to text me. I wish I could show you the messages. Like, he was sending like 9 to like 15 messages, full paragraph messages, back to back with no responses, professing his love for me and all this stuff. Like, he loves me, he cares so much, he don't know what he would do without me in his life. He was currently crying, like some crazy stuff. And I really did not understand where all this was coming from, because me and him was not that close. Like I said, we talked every day, every other day, hung out maybe once every 2 weeks. And it's only for a short amount of time because we wasn't together. Our interaction with each other wasn't beyond friends. And all of a sudden he's in love with me, and he can't see me not in his life, and all this other crazy stuff. For the most part, I ignored the messages the most I could. And I did respond back to a few, like, stop texting me, you can't be in love with me, we don't even know each other, like, you don't even know my middle name, like, you don't know where my hometown is, like, you don't know anything about me to actually love me. He was just crazy. And yeah, he was pretty much just crazy. And I think the craziest moment came when I was at work. I work in a pretty big city, but I was at work and I seen some flowers on my desk, and I was like thinking like, oh, okay, the mail guy left them on my desk, and I did pass them to whoever it is or whatever like that. So I looked at the card, and it was actually addressed to me, and I was like, who sent me flowers at work? And I looked at the card, and it was like, in quotes, it says, you deserve the world, and had his name. Okay, that might not sound too weird, like, oh, it's almost like you're going through a breakup and he sends you flowers. First off, me and him was never together. Never. Second off, he sent the flowers to my job, which was a problem because I never told him where I worked. Ever. I just told him in a general, like I can tell y'all right now, I was at a private bank at the time. And in the city that I stay in and work in, there's like 6 to 7 banks on that one street alone, where my bank was at. So even if he, I don't even know like how he even figured it out, because it was the creepiest thing ever. How he figured out what bank I worked at and suite number and all that stuff to send me flowers. Like, you can't Google that. Like, you can't Google that. I'm not attached to that company through Google or anything like that. Like, I wasn't even there that long. So yeah, I still don't know how he did that, but when he sent the flowers, I thought that was really creepy. It kind of made me scared, because it's like, okay, he knows where I work, so I don't know how did he follow me? Do you know where I stay to? Is he waiting on me when I leave work? When I get there, I'm going on lunch or anything like that? Like, I had no idea. And one of his messages after that, well, later on that day, because he was still sending messages that I was ignoring, but it was like, oh, did you get the flowers? So I'm just making sure they reached you or whatever. And I would definitely respond back to this, because I wanted to know exactly how he even figured out where to send them. And I asked him, yeah, I received them, but how did you know where I worked? And on his response was, I'm very resourceful. You're very resourceful. What resources did you use? And he did not tell me whatsoever, so I still have no idea how he figured it out. Something I can think of was like internet and stuff like that, but I'm not attached to this company at all. And like I said, it's multiple banks on the one street I'm on. Like, it's so many banks in this area. It's crazy. But so there's like, I don't know. Besides following me or stalking me in some type of way, I think that's the only way he would have figured out where I worked at and went from there. But even after this, I was like, well, thanks for the flowers. Don't ever send me anything again, because that was too creepy. I didn't want him showing up at work. You know, I have other co-workers, obviously, and I don't want them involved in the situation or freaked out because I was freaked out, and they really didn't know what was going on. Like, oh, that's somebody stalking me and stuff like that. So it's like security risk and all sorts of things. Like, it really freaked me out. And I continued to ignore him, and he continued to text me, which was crazy. Like, he was so consistent. And then it's like his messages got even more creepy. At first, it was like, oh, I love you, and this and that gushy crap. And then it switched over to like random. Like, he was having conversations with himself by texting me. Like, oh, my day was just like, I didn't even ask him how his day. I wasn't even texting him at all, period. And he was sending messages to me about his day. Oh, and I hope you're doing well with this. And I don't know, he was weird. Because in between that, after he sent me flowers, that's when I had switched positions. So I went to a different company, and he knew that. He's like, oh, I hope your so in between jobs, he's like, I hope your job search is going well, or hope you enjoy the transition and stuff like that. It's like, how do you know? Like, how do you know this? It's like full blown stalker, I believe. And this went on for weeks, literally like at least 3 weeks. He was texting me with no response until I finally just blocked him. Completely blocked him, which I'm pretty sure, like, why didn't you just block him before? I don't even know why. It's almost like I forgot I had that feature on my phone or something. I should have. But I finally blocked him, which I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not sure, but if I had a guess, he's probably still texting me. But I definitely blocked him now, so if he's texting, I don't see it. And yeah, I don't see it. So what can I do about it now? As far as I know, he hasn't done anything else, because hopefully he doesn't know where I work at now, and he's never showed up to my apartment or anything like that. So I don't know if he doesn't know where I stay, or I just haven't seen him or anything like that. I don't know if he's still currently texting me. So he is blocked, so I don't receive the messages, even if, whatever. I don't see them at all. So yeah, hopefully he has stopped texting me and moved on. But so that was my stalker experience, and I hope you enjoyed the story, because I definitely did not enjoy going through it. But thanks for watching.